Okay. Hello, guys. You ready to finish Diamond Heights? Pretty sure we're gonna do it this time. We're almost at the end, and we've already completed the goal. As much as reasonable, anyway. And it's definitely a park. Why is the double loop not yet what's that? Fucking hell. When rides age, they stop making the money. Which is kind of why you probably don't want to charge as much as absolutely possible, at least if you want to be more hands-off. God, this is loud. And, speaking of loud, okay, good. We are recording. Anyway, go-karts will help us, I guess. I mean, they're not going to hurt us, obviously. Doop, 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 doop. Doop. Let's do this. Actually, I think you're supposed to have, like, just straight tracks like this. I think they work better. Although I'm no expert on this game. I know a lot because I've done research and I've played it for years, but I'm not an expert on Roller Coaster Tycoon. And open. Yeah. And we're gonna have our go-karts ready. Perfect. Let's see. Still haven't built the train. The car ride. I've built everything here, I think. And I haven't built the boat hire. Sucky rides are rides too. That must be remembered. But first, what the hell are you gonna give me? Oh, the swinging inverter. And yeah, my voice is a little strained right now. I don't know why. I'm guessing it's just my fate at this point to have a strained sounding voice. Hopefully it doesn't lead to anything long term. Because my voice is kind of important for, my job and stuff. Alright, anyway, considering I don't want to risk not passing Diamond Heights, let's hyperspeed it. Just to get past the victory screen. One more thing. 200,000, good. In the, in RCT Classic, I believe you actually need 300,000. But I'm not too sure on that. So, let's keep this train going for like a month and a half. And we did it! Okay, now we can finish this off without any stress. Give me the rest of those, I guess. Okay, so all of the rides I got. We actually built all of the coasters that this park gives you. Jesus. That is not a good selection of coasters. I mean, the individual ones are great, but it's still a small selection. Gentle rides are pretty not very good. Oh, the top spin. Funny story about this. In the original Roller Coaster Tycoon, it was called the Gravitron. I don't know if I've mentioned this because I did talk about the other rides that got their names changed. In most cases, it was just, like, weird. Like, the Launch Freefall was considered the Whoa Belly, which is just a bizarre name. But the top spin was called the Gravitron. This is not a Gravitron. I feel like I've made this discussion before. I have a tendency to repeat myself. Yeah, a Gravitron is a ride that spins so fast, it basically pins you to the wall. That's what a Gravitron is. And it's basically how they theorize we can get artificial gravity in space, more or less. I mean, it's better than the original theme park that said the Teacups ride was the merry-go-round. Like, I'm not kidding. If you play the original theme park, which Roller Coaster Tycoon is a spiritual successor for, quick tip, don't play theme park. It's aged very, very poorly. But the game, the original amusement park video game, thought that the Teacups ride was a merry-go-round. We've come a long way. That's all I could say. I mean, at least the Gravitron is a little bit out there, and I don't think it's legal to have in an actual amusement park. That's just a rumor I heard. I don't know how true it actually is. This area full of thrill rides is going to be Puke Central. So we want this guy here. Look at my rating. It's 1,000. Well, 999 or 998. 999 is the highest it can go. So I guess consider it like a school grade times 10. Okay. We actually don't have much more to actually build here. I guess that's interesting. Diamond Heights starts you off with a really good selection of rides. Like, it's not often you get to start with the Wooden Wild Mouse, which is like one of the best coaster types in the game. However, at the end of it, it's really mediocre. I kind of think that even Dynamite Dunes had more to choose from. Anyway, let's build like this. And boom, we're over here. We gotta build the dinghy slide. Oh, I didn't build the 3D cinema either. I think that's the last of the flat rides. Look at my cash. I forget what's the company value we finished with? That's a nice high score. That really, really is. And all of a sudden, I am quite tired. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, once again, gotta check. Nothing to buy, no construction rights, which is something we'll deal with later. I don't want to explain it here because this is a park that has none of that stuff. I mean, the few rides you get here are good, except the bobsled coaster, which is fucked. But I just wish you had more of them. Then again, in hindsight, Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 didn't have very many rides. It had a lot of coaster types, but like when you go to gentle rides, the only one I think we don't have here is the Space Rings and the Circus. But like I said, the Circus wasn't in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. It was in the expansions. So yeah, besides the Space Rings, this is basically all you got for gentle rides. We didn't even have the hot dog stall. That's some walking uphill to school both ways kind of shit, not having the hot dog stall. Anyway. Uh... I reiterate once again, I don't care very much about this park and making it look like aesthetically good or whatever. So I'm just basically trying to get through here. We're not going to be playing nearly as long during this one as we will be with the next park. The next park I am super excited to get started on because, like I said, it is my favorite of the starting parks. So we can do that. We can do... we can do this. Derp. Doop. Like, this seems to work quite... Gotta go down an extra one, I think. Yeah. There we go. This seems to work quite nice for, a dinghy slide design. I like this. Boop, boop. Actually, I have no idea what the fuck I did last time. There we go. Okay, so if you want to do a bunny hop, make sure the thing is tunneled like so. Or else it's gonna be your ass. Well, no, it's going to be the guest's ass. I'm kind of tired today. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So let's give it a go. While it's doing that, I need to see if we built all the shops and stalls. Let's see. Built burger, built cotton candy, built candy apple, built fries. We didn't build the fruity ices stall. That's weird, but okay. Oh, nope, that does not work. Okay. So, all we need to do is go straight like so, I guess. Boop. Boop. There we go. As far as I can tell, rides never actually completely come to a stop. They have a minimum speed of like 1 mile per hour. So even something like this, if it takes forever, it'll still eventually get to the end. Here's another discussion I've had before, but if I'm not mistaken, don't most water slides usually end in, like, a pool? Like, most of them aren't completely tracked. Honestly, the dinghy slide probably should be a bit more like the chairlift, where it has one starting point and an ending point. Because even if you want to take the water completely out of it, like any slide ride I've been on works like that. You start at a high point and you get off the ride at a low point. Water tricycles, what? Okay. Oh no, one of my Ferris wheels is broken down. Okay, but back to this. We got the hot dogs, we got the pizza, we got the popcorn, we got the drinks, we got the balloons, we got the souvenirs. We do have the information kiosk, and the restroom kiosk. Actually, that's what I used to call it as a kid, because I couldn't read words. Fucking water tricycles. Of all of the separate vehicles for the boats, that is one that I've never, ever used. Anyway, just getting rid of all of this water. Because I have that backup moolah. Fucking hell. Okay. I will play it your way. This park's a mess. And before you ask, yes, there's going to be many, many other parks that are also going to be a mess. Because I reiterate, this is not my least favorite park in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. I'm trying to think of, like, the top 5 worst parks. And off the top of my head, let's see. There's Trinity Islands. That one's pretty bad. There's Mothball or Mystic Mountain. The name changes depending on the region. Lightning Peaks. And Rainbow Valley. Those are the 4 really bad ones in the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I don't know if this one is just like one notch above. Trying to think if I'd throw a 5th one in there. Maybe if I saw like the list of parks. Like, I mean, there's definitely some parks that have difficult gimmicks to work with, like Ivory Towers. But I actually like that one because of the layout, and the problems within it are quite easy to fix. So, we can do this. Boat hire. No, not like that. This. Entrance, exits, bumper boats. Yes, there you go. Yes, I know it's not. There we go. I guess another park that has an annoying gimmick would be Dinky Park or Pokey Park. It's another one that has regional names. List of Roller Coaster Tycoon scenarios. To the wiki, which is a pretty good wiki. It still doesn't have all the information, like what certain coaster types need to be effective. But let's see here. Hades World, Aqua Park, I guess there are no other parks of the original that I really dislike. So, yeah, I guess Diamond Heights here would be a pretty distant 5th place. Like, the other 4 parks I mentioned, those I just really cannot stand. They each have their own separate issues. But this one is just, I don't know, boring. Car ride. I hate this thing so goddamn much. Go up. Hit the spinning tunnel. Go down. Go up. Go down. And there we go. That's the car ride. Fucking swans. Are you gonna give me the river rapids? Because I don't need to make the swans. Train. If you remember correctly, there was a train that went all over the park at the start, which no longer exists. That doesn't look right. What the hell? Okay, there we go. So you want to do this, this. I'm just getting Diamond Heights over with as fast as I can. I don't want to be here, and I don't know if you guys want to be here. We already completed this. I don't think there's much left for me to really do. Although we can put some music this side of the park. Okay, so swans, canoes, river rapids, there we go. What's the, that almost, okay. What about that? Alright. River rapids! Yay! The only other rides are the monorail and the chairlifts, which is something. So we do this. We do this. Do this. I guess we can do this. Do this. Can't do that. Put a whirlpool there. And then we can give them... No, we can't do that yet. Okay. Now we can do that. Then we can do this. We can do this. Do this. I love it building rides where there's no real way to screw up. And that's what I love about the River Rapids so much. It can't crash, and it will always make a circuit. The issue with most water rides that aren't the dinghy slide is that they'll just usually take fucking forever. Like, that's the worst you can do. And it's good if you want to learn the mechanics of track building here, I guess. There we go. Okay. You're gonna give me all three of them, aren't you? The monorail and the chairlift. Okay. So... Quick. Now, you know what? You want to have some fun? Let's ruin this park for the next poor individual who has to come here. Never, ever, ever do this if you're trying to win a scenario. But what I'm going to do is this. I'll do this. Do this. And way up here, we can do this. There we go. We can put some popcorn up there. What'll happen generally is that guests will get bored and lost because they do not use transport rides. Like, they don't see these as paths. These are just rides to them. They may as well be gentle rides. The only real difference is that if they are charged, if they cost $0, if they're free, guests will always see them as an option to ride them. If they are free, I guess not many people like the train. Let's end this mess. And yes, with most parks, I'm probably going to use the transport rides to do this. Sky's the limit when you don't give a shit, right? Wait, you can make a shuttle? I've got to see this. You can make a shuttle mode monorail. Okay, so you could do this, which means you could basically make it like the chairlift. Entrance, exits, entrance, exits, shuttle mode. Well, I'll be damned. It actually works. That is something else. See, I told you, I'm not an expert. I'm learning new things about this game all the time. Don't you love it when you're still learning things about like 20-year-old games? It's like when I discovered the Amulet of Shadows in Morrowind. It completely changed my playstyle and made the game completely brand new again. And there we go. I guess we'll see what scenery and theming you get in this. Mine theming. Oh, research complete. Yay. And we'll also make this 0. My rating is still near 100. Or 1,000. How good's this? It's alright. Okay. So yeah, the top 5 parks I don't like. I guess we finished one of the bottom 5 from the original. Diamond Heights. And this is what I do with parks that I don't particularly like. The other ones won't be as fun. There's going to be Trinity Islands, which is... most of them I have issues with because it's hard to work out spacing issues. They don't have annoying gimmicks. Lightning Peaks is just, like, awful for this. It is, like, the worst layout in the entire game. But that one is near the end. I think it's like the second to last. Or the third to last. It's definitely in the top 4 of the last. So, yeah, there's Trinity Islands, Lightning Peaks, Mothball Mountain, or Mystic Mountain. And I forget the other one off the top of my head. Again. Oh yeah, Rainbow Valley, But everyone hates Rainbow Valley. But next time, we don't have to worry about any of those. We get to play one of the best parks in the game, Evergreen Gardens. Although, from what I know, it's one of the first parks that new players usually fail. So, that'll be fun. We got some money. If only I could carry this over to the next park, that would be nice. Until next time, this has been Diamond Heights, and thank you for watching.